Okay, this is a continuation of the previous video where I showed you how to insert pictures into Whisper. At this point, I just wanted to kind of do a little finish up, show you how it looks at the end. So I'm down to my last two pictures, and you can see that bar that was here, this bar here. Oops. If that ever happens and it disappears, see these little guys right here, all those dots? Just click on those dots, and that'll open and close that. It's the same thing on the other side. You can open that up, close it, or open it however you want. You can also adjust it, make it smaller or bigger. Multiple things you can do. Real quick, while I'm on that subject, you can come into here, just go into anywhere in this. You can right click on here and go to the font size. You can do standard, which is really small. I always do the extra large, it's just easier to see. Same on this side here on the left. You can do the font size, extra large. That one, I don't mind because I know exactly. I'm not trying to find a macro. That one I know where they are, so making those to small is easy. On the right, the macros, those are the ones you got to read through, so those I like to be a little bit bigger, easier to read, easier to find. Okay, back to the pictures real quick. So yeah, I'm down to my last two pictures, and you can see it could be, being that I put in not used, as I use the pictures, they disappear. And a lot of times you guys are sending me your reports, and I'm editing them, I'm looking over them, seeing what you did. And when I get your report, I'll see all your pictures over here, even in the not used, or you might have taken 300 pictures, and so you're not using all of them. Understandably, that's fine. But you just, if you look at the picture, you can go like right here. It's going to go right in here. So there we go. I got rid of the picture. Whether you use it or not, if you're not going to use it, delete it. That way it gets out of this right-hand column. That way I know, like I said, you may not use a picture, but you may type in a macro. You may type something in. But it's just a good reminder because you're using your camera as your notes. That's what I do. Use them for my notes. And so when my pictures are all gone, so let's see real quick. Okay, there. Pictures are gone. So at this point, I know I am done with my report. Basically, all I can do is make it, clean it up, make sure, everything's done properly. So at this point, did not do an elevation survey on that one. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just going to basically go through what I like to do, because it's very, 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 very important that you up here inspected deficient. If there's something deficient, you have to check deficient. You cannot not check that. If it's, if you didn't inspect it or if it just wasn't present, then you gotta. Those are very important. You can get into a lot of trouble with Trek if you forget to click deficient. And you also have to have inspected and deficient. Okay, so not on this section. So what I'll do is I'll just go down all these here. I'll go down them really quick just to see if they're deficient, like this one. There's underline, it's deficient. Just double checking everything. Okay, so it's deficient. Basically, I'm just looking up here. If it's not checked deficient, then I'll make sure that's correct. That's okay, it's not deficient. Missing one here, so I gotta hit deficient there. That's good. So actually on this one, the massage tub was not there. So in that case, if it's not there, I'm just gonna hit not present and click here, not present. So boom, boom. Okay, good. Dishwasher was good. All that was good. Stove was gas. See, this is where I'm cleaning everything up. At first I just worry about the pictures, get the pictures in and the macros, everything, and then you can clean stuff up. This type of stuff I should have done while I was at the house, but I just forgot, got carried away, whatever. Good. Not inspected. Clean that up. That little extra space, just that one extra space down there makes a big difference. So clean that up. Outbuildings, not inspected. Okay, deficient, not present. We're just going to say let's suppress that. And that one's suppressed. Okay, that is pretty much it. That is all my pictures have been loaded. And that was kind of the first stage of cleaning up the report. Then you could always go back through it again real quick, make sure all the spaces. Because at this point, all your pictures are in, all your macros are in. Anything you wanted to say, you should have already written it up. But this is where you can make sure, if something was misspelled, like this here, and you're going back over, you'll see the little underline. Those are the type of things that I'm looking for. Misspellings, period, missing period. Sometimes you might write something up and go, ooh, that needs to be underlined. So here you can underline that or not. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I'm trying not to stop talking because that would get real boring, but there's not much to say on this one. Okay, so let's go right into the editing phase. Okay, so this is like, there's different phases of editing. The one's to clean it up like this, but when you turn it into a PDF report, you have to put in page breaks. This will come further down in the training, but eventually you get to the point where you're putting in your page breaks, because when Whisper turns it into a PDF, it doesn't know how to, like each one of these sections, it doesn't know how to make it look nice on a PDF program. So like, well, let me go right into it and you'll see what I'm talking about. So if you come up here to where you'll see the printer, click on the printer, go down here to print preview, click on that, and this one always comes up, just second inspector, hit continue. Okay, did not want to do that. Let's minimize that. So what I do here, just minimize that one, is I'll position this to where it's right here. I don't want to see this. So I'll position it where it's right here. And then I can just kind of scroll up and down on this, make sure everything looks good. So you want to make sure all the name, it's all proper, everything's right. It should autofill for you, so you shouldn't have to do anything. Then just kind of, you'll scroll all the way up to about this point. And that's where, yeah, so I do need to put something here. So I will just click on Foundations. That one goes in the background. And let's see here. Okay, once you get in your that's good. Okay, once you get everything the way you want it, so I made a change. All you got to do is hit the save button, and that should pop right back up here. And just continue on with your editing. So just scroll down. There's a couple things I can do here if I want to clean it up and make it tighter. So see this big space underneath, and then you got this big piece here. So I can go to grading and drainage. Down here, just kind of click and drag, highlight everything, and then cut it. Come up here, hit one space, and then all these buttons up here will help you out. Like this is cut, this is paste or copy, paste right here. If you just hover over it, it'll tell you what these do. So I'm going to paste it. Alright, come back down here, clean up that one space. What I could do is I could put a page break here, and you're going to hit Control and Enter. And then you got to come down here, backspace up one. Otherwise it'll leave a gap on the top. You don't want that, so you got to bring this up. If I hit, I'm going to hit save. There we go. So now there's less of a space here. So I just had to rearrange stuff, and that works. Let's see. Okay, so this is where the cleanup comes in. So see, I have a picture down here, and up here is the macro, or what you wrote up about the damaged shingle, damaged torn shingle. So I want to move this down below. So I'm under roofs, so go under roofs, find that one macro, and it's right here. So I'm just going to click right above it, hit Control Enter, and then hit save, and it'll move that down for you. See how it took it from here and it moved it down. And that's much better. Yes, right here I got to do the same thing. This portion in the beginning, it takes a long time because you're learning how to go back and forth and put these page breaks in, but after a while it just becomes second nature, and it's very quick. Doesn't take long at all. So even on this phase here, I'm still looking at all these check boxes, making sure they did come out. There's 2, and I do have deficiencies, so that's good. Cock windows, come here. Cock windows, that needs to go down. I will probably speed this section up because this is, if I were watching this video right now, I'd be bored to death. Okay, so on this one, let's see, I'll just show you real quick. Get back here. So on this one, I want to bring the whole section down. Windows, I want to bring that whole thing down. So to do that, I need to go up to doors, under garages, and put my page break under there. So I would have to actually go to doors, go under garage, hit your page break, hit save, and it takes that whole section down below. It's actually all pretty simple. Fireplace, same thing. Go stairs, hit your page break, hit save. Electrical system, I want that on a new fresh page. Alright. So on this one I might take some of this stuff, move it up into that empty space, so I can go here. Let's cut that out. Paste it. Hit save. There we go. Took up a lot of that space. And this is all part of doing the report. you'll be doing this every single day, every single report, and it has to be right. Because the end product of what we sell, doesn't matter how good of an inspector you are, they're not getting our inspection, they're getting this report. This is what they're paying for. So you got to be able to take what you see on the job, put it on paper, and make it look nice. So come here. And we are almost done. Ranges. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Did not check the sprinklers, so we're going to go with not checked, not inspected. Alright. Alright, so we're done at that point. So what you do here, this is the tricky, this is where you got to really pay attention. Okay, so how do you save this into a PDF report? Because right now you're doing the print preview, remember? Now you want to actually save it into that folder that we recreated earlier where we put your pictures in. Right now we're going to save a copy of this as a PDF copy. So this is how you do it. Once you're done, and I'm done, so you're going to click on the X up here, the red X, click on that, close it out, hit print. It'll bring up this where you can browse, so you can go find that folder where the pictures are. So click on pictures, inspection report, December, and go here to that new folder. Open up that folder. Once you have that folder open, all you do is hit save, and that brings you back to this page here. Hit OK. PDF file creation has completed successfully. Done. You are done at this point with Whisper. You can close, and you can close down Whisper. You are done with the report. As far as that job is done, you're done. And since we're here, I'll show you what, well, I don't know if this even matters to you guys. Yeah, this will matter. Okay, so go into that folder. This is what I do. So see how I have, I try to make everything neat. I had November, October, November, December. So everything, every one of my folders for December is labeled by the job number and the address of the house. Easy to find if I had to go back and look up something, look a picture up or something. So the way I label that is I just come in here, open up the folder. You click on that, click on the name once more. That'll pop up. And then you can just right click on it, copy it. I like to take the first picture, and I like to name the first picture, or the front of the house picture with that. Everything else will have its own name, that's fine. But the front picture and that one, I'll do that. And then if you back up and you do the same, just click on new folder once. Oops. Right click and then paste. That'll change the name. That way everything stays organized. And that is pretty much it. Any questions? Again, leave a message down below in the notes, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.